Following a tripartite meeting held recently in Cotonou between the chiefs of staff of the armies of Ivory Coast, France and Benin, one of the officers, in this case the French chief of staff, stated that since you took power, the security situation has deteriorated sharply, one might even say catastrophically. What is your response to this officer, Mr. President?
He's French, isn't he? He should mind his own business. We are Burkinabe, it's none of his business. He needs to understand that. All I'm saying is, when someone talks about our countries, it's an insult to us. It means he sees us as subhuman. How is it any of his business? The situation has deteriorated. That's between us, Burkinabe. Is it his business? Not at all. He should mind his own business and stay at home. What business does he have sticking his nose into Burkina's affairs? Or is he still the colonial power? Let him say it loud and clear that he's the colonial master and we're slaves. That's why he's sticking his nose in. Otherwise, why is he talking about Burkina? How is it any of his business? They were here. I looked for them. They left here in 2023. They were here. When they left here, the Bobo-Ouaga road was cut off. You couldn't just leave Ouagadougou, the two capitals, and go there. The terrorists were there. Kumbia, Korokwa, everything was under attack. Koudougou, they got as far as the outskirts of Koudougou, 100 kilometers away. Everything was surrounded. The RN16 connecting areas to Togo, who could take that road? But they were here, weren't they? With all the helicopters, tanks, and everything else, the technology, drones, satellites. They were incompetent then. Today we move around peacefully and freely. And recently, ambassadors from the European Union and some European countries asked if they could travel around. They were surprised to see them on TV, going everywhere. To Djibo, to Dori, they're traveling across the country. I go wherever I want. Not by air, but by road, across my country. You couldn't just leave here at that time, go all the way to Gawa, do what you wanted, come back, go to Tenkodogo. It was impossible. It was impossible. It was Burkinabe people who fought to reclaim our lands. And if this is worse, it's certainly worse for him. It's not good for him. It's not good for him. Our progress here is dangerous for France. It's dangerous. It's not good for them that we're reclaiming our lands. So understand that he's right. When he speaks, it's not for our benefit, it's not for our people, it's for their own benefit. And they want us to remain in insecurity and let them come. But they were unable to restore security. And we'll say it even tomorrow, loud and clear, loud and clear. Our forces are fighting, we don't need them. Let them deal with their problems and we'll deal with ours. There you go.
Has Russia been successful and helpful in assisting you when it comes to your efforts to fight terrorism?
Well, people need to understand something. It's true that the Russian president himself offered whatever help we want in terms of fighting terrorism. That he's willing, if we want to send troops or whatever, to help us fight and all that. But I'll say this, we are Burkinabe. No one is going to come and fight for us. That's intrinsic to us as Burkinabe. So everything we do with Russia, if we need equipment, Russia has at least opened the door. Whatever we want to buy, they're ready to sell to us. So that in itself is a major step forward. You know, there are many countries we wanted to pay with our own money and they refused, right? Yes, many European countries and others, they completely refused to sell us equipment. But Russia sells us what we want. Secondly, with Russia, we share a lot of combat experience. They're at war, a war I would call modern. We're also learning from their war. We're at war, and they're also learning from our war. You see? So, there's a sharing of experience. It's a fairly limited area. Other than that, no one is helping us on the ground. It's the Burkinabe soldiers who are fighting, who are reclaiming our lands, and who continue to advance. No one knows how it's progressing. Even the training, we train among ourselves. No one trains the Burkinabe army. There, because we have a concept, I like to say it, I'll say it right now. You, Europeans and others, your armies there, was it God who came to show you how to wage war? Are you more intelligent than we are? We have the same brain. So we too will develop war with our own way of fighting. No one comes to train us. And no one knows how to fight this war better than us. That I can tell you. If European armies come here to face terrorists in our conditions, they will die. It's us who know this war. It's us who lead it. It's us who train ourselves to fight this war. Africans must stop believing that God sent a Messiah to teach others how to wage war and that they must come and teach us. Why? We can buy equipment from you, which is technological. You come to teach us how to use the equipment. After that, you leave. That's what's happening with the Russians, the Chinese, the Turks. You see drones, some advanced equipment. When we pay, they come. But it's generally for a few months. They teach us how to use the equipment, and then after that, the contract is over. Everyone goes home. But on the battlefield, it's Burkina Bay. These are our lands, and it's us who will fight for our lands. That's the logic.
Exactly, Mr. President. But more than 60% of the territory of Burkina Faso, meaning the majority of the country, is under the control of jihadists. Is your approach working?
Who said that?
Is the truth.
Oh, really?
Those are the facts.
Okay, after this, you pick anywhere you want on the map.
Online, the facts online.
Online.
Online, truth, the facts.
She might have looked at information on the internet or...
Oh, yes. There, that's it. It's the same ones. The same media, the same governments there. They paint Burkina in red. That is false. But I am the head of state. Or just now we were discussing the assassination attempts and all. Name a city. There are just a few cities that I haven't visited yet. I go everywhere, and everyone goes everywhere. So in the north, there was a strip that was under control. I just said the forces are as far as Petekulu today. In the east, at the border towards Benin, our forces took Nadiagu 1 or 2 weeks ago. Right now, they are in Pognou, right next to you. Where is it that we can't go? It's a lie. They are lying. Everything is completely false. If it were, as you say, we tour the Faso here, don't we? We ride bikes, don't we? We organize our events, don't we? There were even some saying last time that Djibo disappeared, Djibo fell. At the same time, there was a football competition in Djibo that ended a few days ago. They are lying. The art of lying is in the Western media. Many of these mainstream media outlets, as I like to say, do nothing but lie to sell you false information and make you believe that everything is going wrong. On the contrary, many things are going well here. Our economy is doing very well, we are doing better in our struggle, and we are moving forward. So what you read on the internet, be careful.
Is Russia actively helping you manage your image online, just out of curiosity?
Why? I don't need that. Africans are already doing it. Many of your people in Europe are already doing it. In America, just about everywhere. Do you think all those people that we are the ones helping them, paying them or something? No. I think people have seen our struggle. They have understood our struggle. And you see, it's this habit that people have. Paying people to manage what? Why help organize one's image online, you know? No, we've moved past that. Media outlets have approached us to do that. I told you that, we said we don't pay, we don't do it. Go ahead and ruin our image, they're doing it, aren't they? Jeune Afrique, RFI, whatever. We are never going to pay for that. Before it was done, and even where we were being charged, I had everything shut down. We don't pay for anything anymore because you have a state-owned company. They make them take shares in their media. Shares in a media outlet, that's not a return. You are investing. I had it all stopped. Whoever wants to can go ahead and tarnish our image. Our people know what we are doing. Africans know what we are doing. People who want a just world all across the globe know what we are doing. So on their own initiative, people talk about the good things we do. Because what we are doing is also just, our struggle is just. So we don't pay anyone to clean up images or whatever. No, and spare the Russians from these things, okay? Everything is the Russians, the Russians. Do you think that Africans are not capable of doing anything? Is it Russia that has to hold people's hands every time? Please, leave them alone. The Russians are in their own struggle over there. We have very good cooperation. But don't think they have an enslaving mindset. Like what people think. No, the Russians are not like that. They don't interfere in people's affairs. And that's what I appreciate about them.
Right?